Hi guys, my name is Isra and welcome to my channel. Why did I choose to become a nutritionist and how has this impacted my life? So this all began when I was a kid actually, and I was so aware of how flawed the medical system was. It became more magnified when I went through my own health crisis. In my 20s, I went through many different symptoms that the medical system dismissed as being overly stressed out. Even though I was chronically dehydrated, even though I was very depressed and anxious, and the only thing they could give me is numbing agents, antidepressants, as well as telling me that they don't know what's going on with me. And I ended up in the hospital actually from drinking too much water, which is very interesting. And this is actually connected to an emotional state that I was going through and the lack of nourishment that I was giving to myself on the physical and emotional level. And for those who go through complex PTSD or very heavy childhood trauma, this can really impact their ability to give love and compassion to themselves. And that's what I went through in my early to mid-20s. And it was a journey to finding a solution to all of this. And the medical system dismisses many diseases or conditions as being, there's no solution, you'll have to live with this medication for the rest of your life. And looking at the medication and the list of side effects, you end up needing to take another medication to deal with the side effects of this other medication. And so for me, I was like, there is no way that this is the solution to things. And there are other holistic modalities that are much older than the medical system out there. And that's, for example, the Indian medicine, Ayurveda, or Chinese medicine, or herbal medicine. This is wisdom and knowledge that's been passed down and is present, but for some reason it's seen as being secondary or even strange to go for these kind of modalities. And so going through these health crises, I also went through another health crisis last year when my heart was having heart palpitations and I didn't understand what was going on either. Going through a naturopathic doctor, I found out that I had histamine intolerance, and I learned that certain foods increase histamine within the body if the body doesn't have the right mechanisms to actually get rid of the histamine. So I found a solution. I was like, there is no way I'm going to live with a certain condition, whether it be even like mental conditions such as panic attacks. I had panic attacks so often when I was 19 years old, and I would read about people who had them for many, many years. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to stay with a condition for more than, however long, more than a year or 2, 5 or 7 or 10 years. Why should I suffer? There is a solution. And that belief, and I think it makes me think of the book, Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. It's like your belief is important, and being careful what the doctor tells you in the sense of what you believe in, because whatever you allow in to your belief system subconsciously, it can impact how fast you can heal from a condition. It's like almost like blocking yourself from healing or receiving that healing and trusting in the healing ability of your body, because your body is constantly looking to come back to homeostasis, coming back to balance. And so going through my own health conditions, going through so many holistic practitioners, a naturopathic doctor, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, going through even energy work, energy healers, channeled energy healers as well. It was life-changing really to discover how there are these other modalities and people are not even using them, and they're just sticking to one modality. And I highly, highly recommend to try out different modalities in order to heal if you are going through some sort of chronic condition. Personally, food was the medicine for me, and this is why I chose to become a nutritionist. Food is your medicine. And as a nutritionist, I focus on food being the first line of healing, and then supplements, and of course lifestyle, and if there's high amount of stress, because high amount of stress can create dysbiosis or an imbalance within your gut flora. And when your gut is out of balance, then your mind will be out of balance, and you're unable to also assimilate or absorb nutrients properly from the food that you're eating. And so most diseases, according to Hippocrates, originate from the gut. So it's so important to take care of your gut flora. More than 90% of serotonin, your feel-good neurotransmitter, originates from the gut. And so imagine how much that can impact your ability to feel motivated, focused, happy, and desiring to be present in this very moment. A lot of people numb themselves through various means, and they don't realize how much food, how much stress can really impact the balance of their gut. And so learning nutrition has allowed me and has given me the tools in order to not only help myself, my family and friends, but also the people around that are desiring to have a more holistic means of healing. Another thing that's very important is that everyone's body is different. I thought, for example, a vegan diet was the best diet for me because I thought it was more spiritual because I was not eating animals, but it was the very opposite. It actually ungrounded me. I'm someone who's very much in my upper energy centers, my upper chakras. And so having something that is grounding, that brings you back into your body, is very important in order to feel present in your body. Also, another thing is growing up with a lot of trauma, meaning your root chakra, your root energy is going to be out of balance. And being safe in your body and feeling stability is very difficult when there's a lot of trauma. And working through that trauma is essential because that's where trauma is stored, within the root chakra. So a person going into a vegan diet and having a lot of PTSD or complex PTSD issues, it's just going to create more of that imbalance. And this is what I've observed. This might not be true or in resonance with you, and of course choose what feels in resonance with you, because there's not only one truth, there are multiple truths. But this is from what I have observed for myself and the people around me. And so eating meat is essential, but also eating meat that is coming from a source where it's free to be outside, not in a confined place, not given any sort of growth hormones and all this stuff that can be transferred to you if you're eating that animal. And having gratitude and reverence to what you're eating is so important. Gratitude is a very powerful frequency. It is a blessing frequency when you give to the food that you're eating. And that's another thing that learning about nutrition is the presence with what you're eating. Giving this presence can truly nourish your body in a different way. So I studied at the Institute of Holistic Nutrition based in Toronto. I actually studied online. The classes were live and there were tests and all that stuff. And honestly, I was not focused on the marks whatsoever. I was just focused on learning. And interestingly enough, I actually got honors, knowing that I didn't even focus on the marks. I just wanted to learn. I was very much desiring to learn and to be able to share this knowledge with other people, and through my YouTube channel as well. So I'm looking forward to sharing more about my nutrition tips and as well as beauty. That's something I'm very much passionate about how to take care of your body from the inside out, even what you place on your skin, the natural products, very important not to place chemicals on your body. So feel free to comment below whatever topic that you'd like to do with nutrition. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. That would mean so much to me, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.